Okay, we are going to correct week 22 daily language. Make sure you have a pen or a marker. Make your corrections as you come across them right on top over your other work. Press pause when you're doing that, and then press play when you're ready to finish correcting. Why do some people like to run for exercise? Okay, why do some people, it should be like to run for exercise. Some people like running because they can do it outdoors. So we need a capital S for the beginning of the sentence. Running is going to have double N's. In case you're wondering when you double and when you don't, when you have a word, like the word run, okay, if there's a vowel followed by only one consonant, okay, you have to double the consonant before adding an ing or an ed. For instance, if you had the word walk, then you have a vowel, but you have two consonants, so you don't have to double anything. Okay, so you need two consonants after the single vowel before you add an ing or an ed, and that's why we had to double that, because the root word run only had one consonant following the vowel. Because they can do it outdoors, period. If you want to run, buy yourself a pair of running shoes. Circle the adverbs. We will cheer loudly for you if you run quickly. Okay, so whenever I'm looking for adverbs, I always look for the verb first because the adverb describes the verb. So it's really easy when you find the verb first. We will cheer is a verb. Loudly for you if you run quickly. So this sentence has two verbs. So let's look at the verb. Is there a word here that describes cheer? Hopefully you said loudly, because that tells us how they're cheering. And in this verb run, is there a word that describes run? Quickly. It's telling us how they ran. And adverbs a lot of times, not always, but a lot of times end in ly. So loudly and quickly are your adverbs. What are some signs that spring is coming? So what are some signs, we always use are with plural, that spring is coming, question mark, because that is a question. There is flowers growing and birds singing. So there are flowers. Now these two flowers and flowers, they sound the same, but their spellings mean different things. So this flower is the flower you cook with, and these are the flowers that grow. So flowers, growing, and birds singing. Okay, they mean more than one bird, so we do not need an apostrophe. When it's just more than one, we just use an s or an es. Spring has sprung, and springtime is the compound word. And if somebody said, what's the definition of springtime using these words, you would say it's the time when it is spring. So you can always tell the definition of a compound word by just using the two words that are made up of it. Last August, I read Frog and Toad together. Okay, so August is the name of a month. Oops, that's not right. And then Frog and Toad together. I just forgot to underline them because I can't do it in this program. So that, oh, it's readed. So instead of saying readed, we say read. I can't wait to read another book by Arnold Lobel. So can't is a contraction. So we need the apostrophe here. Wait to read another book by Arnold Lobel is the name of the author. So we're going to put a capital A and a capital L. Use the adverb happily and the adjective funny to write a new sentence. All right. So hopefully, obviously, our sentences won't be the same. I happily read the funny books. Okay, now read is our verb, okay, and happily is describing read, so that's our adverb, how we're reading, and funny is an adjective because it describes the noun books. And so actually, I bet a lot of us made the same sentence. My little brother can read now, so he is a reader. Okay, top. A lot of times definitions, I don't know if you notice this in a dictionary, but one word can mean a lot of different things, and it just depends on how it's used in the sentence. So top can mean 3 different things. So you needed to figure out which one goes with which. So put the top on the jar. So that's going to be B, a lid or cover. We walk to the top of the hill. It's going to be A, the highest part of something. That top looks nice with those pants. That's going to be C, your shirt. Okay, make sure you wrote a sentence with each of those meanings. Make sure your sentence has a capital letter. Make sure there are spaces between your words. They're neat and you have proper end marks. Then turn it in.